What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong with humanity? Who not kill about and sell them soul for vanity? Young and old pick up things for them head and can't manage it. The beautiful country, them a damage it. God bless Jamaica. Watching them, I know I'm representing for OBC radio station, the only station where I entertain the nation. People, tune in and don't move on the dial. This is the only radio station when I live in denial. Check. You know this time I'm representing for Dr. Jermaine, the voice for the voiceless. OBC radio station brings you nothing but niceness. We don't want to listen as another concept, the lion as them. Jamaica was a good island, but by the go. It gets spoiled, man. Them raise up the price from the sugar. The high man behind closed door after the poor, them a smile, man. Them a pressurize the elders and the juvenile, man. Them not provide no job, that's why they use them get vile, man. Poverty make them get angry and wild, man. And start to have kill and knocking the people, child, man. Pull on the journey. When we didn't pass for a while, man. Can we never so Jamaica really get the kind, man. I love Jamaica, my country, me not the grade. But me have to speak from mine, yes. In Jamaica, me no like where you going. The government them not farm. In Jamaica, me no like where you going. Too much people have face sufferation. Dr. Jermaine no like where you going. Every day you hear another life gone. And if you want a valid information, tune into OBC radio station. You think of that? Alright, listen. Who feels it knows? Who feels it knows? Dr. Jermaine tell them enough time we can be red hungry. We could have gone away till we shout that close. And he said, who feels it knows? Who feels it knows? Growing up, my life wasn't easy. Believe me, it wasn't a bed of rose. Watch out now, you know much time me go to school, we don't know lunch money. Leave the house, we don't know breakfast in a misery. But as it reach 11 o'clock, I need a who turn up at the school. In it with the lunch, no me mommy. Sometimes she turn up with nothing at all. A Dr. Jermaine, if you buy me something from the stall.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lady Whistleblower Show. With me, your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, on OBC Radio and OBC Radio YouTube channel, where we fearlessly uncover the truth and shed light on important issues. Today, we are thrilled to have you join us as we delve into the latest updates from our beloved island. Before we do so, we kindly request that you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Turn your notification on so you won't miss us while we are on. Last but not least, follow us on all social media platforms at OBC Radio and visit us on the World Wide Web at www.obcradio.com. Always remember, a winner never quit because quitters never win. Join me as we reminisce almost a decade in time. Miss Joylan, a love meant, Melissa and Joylan, a love meant to be. The love was in the air, and the blessing seems to shower down just before Melissa, Patrice Walter, and Joylan Craig Ian Silvera, Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, professed their eternal love. On a beautiful Saturday, December 12, 2015, the St. Andrew Parish Church was filled with warmth of family and supporters of comrades. All were there to witness the couple's gold and white tempted nuptials. Melissa, radiant and timely, graced the church with her presence, captivating everyone with her beauty, especially with her adoring soon-to-be husband. The wedding commenced with the heartful hymn, "Thank You, Lord," a lifting tribute to the couple's discovery of true love. The ceremony proceeds seamlessly with the couple's genuine joy shining throughout. As the Kingston College Chapel Choir serenaded the congregation with Psalms 128 and saxophonist Leroy Noel and Anch, all during the singing, the couple's perfect day became even more memorable. Following the ceremony and outpouring of congregation, the celebration continued at the inns where family and friends gathered to honor the newlyweds. Amidst the love and joy that filled the air, Melissa and Joylan's union stood as a testament of enduring love, destined to flourish in the years ahead.
Check. You know this time, Eric, representing for Dr. Jermaine, the voice for the voiceless. OB radio station brings you nothing but niceness. Big up all of the listeners and all of the fans, them, the loyal ones, them. Jamaica was a good island. Then it gets spoiled, man. Them raise up the price, man. The sugar, the high man. Behind closed door after the poor, them a smile, man. Them a pressurize the yellows and the juvenile, man. Them not provide no job, that's why they use them get vile, man. Poverty make them get angry and wild, man. And start to kill and kidnap people, child, man. Pull on the journey. When they read him pass for a while, man. Can me never say Jamaica really get the kind, man. I love Jamaica, my country me not degrade, but me a feel speak of mine, yes. In Jamaica, me no like where you going. The governments them not perform. In Jamaica, me no like where you going. Too much people a face of formation. Dr. Jermaine no like where you going. Every day you hear another life gone. And if you want your valid information, tune into OBC radio station. You think of that? Alright, me say, who feels it knows, who feels it knows. Dr. Jermaine tell him, enough time we can be made hungry. We could have gone away to we shot our clothes. And me say, who feels it knows, who feels it knows. Growing up, my life wasn't easy. Believe me, it wasn't a bed of rose. Watch I know, you know much time me go to school, we don't know lunch money. Leave the house, we don't know breakfast in a me coming. But as it reach 11 o'clock, I need that turn up at the school gate with the lunch, no me mommy. Sometimes she turn up with nothing at all. A Dr. Jermaine, if you buy me something from the stall.
Good evening, good afternoon. And welcome to the Lady Whistleblower show on OBC Radio and OBC Radio YouTube channel. Now, in recent developments, a shocking revelation has emerged from the ongoing investigation into the tragic death of Miss Silvera, Melissa Silvera, the wife of former MP Joylan Silvera, who also served as the president of the opposition leader Mark Golding's treasurer in his campaign to become prime minister. In a brief summary, according to the latest ballistic report, Mr. Silvera's firearm has been found to match the bullets that killed his wife, contradicting earlier reports that she had peacefully passed away in her sleep. This unexpected turn of event has sent shockwave through both the PNP and the JLP, with prominent figures such as Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mark Jefferson Gordon expressing their condolence to Mr. Silvera in the afterwarmth of his son and wife's reported passing. However, 6 weeks later, a post-mortem examination revealed that Mrs. Silvera had died from 3 bullet wounds, leading to other scrutiny circumstances surrounding her death. Investigators had uncovered disturbing details, including the discovery that Mrs. Silvera's room had been freshly painted, the tiles replaced, and a new bed installed, indicating potential tampering with the crime scene. These are unanswered questions. Despite being questioned and released, Mr. Silvera, who faces serious allegation after the ballistic report linked his firearm to the fatal bullets. Many are left to wonder if the Deputy Commissioner of Police Fish Bailey has yet to address the public or take action regarding this case. Furthermore, questions are arising regarding the apparent silence of opposition leader Mark Golding and his party connection to Mr. Silvera, as well as the involvement of individuals such as Robert Montague, who claim to have spoken with Mr. Silvera about his wife's supposed passing. As this investigation continues to unfold, the public eagerly awaits further developments and answers to the many lingering questions surrounding this tragic and perplexing case. We will continue to monitor this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. We thank you again for joining us tonight here on OBC Radio as we continue to delve and analyze into this situation. Now, as usual, I have to do my roll call and get up close and personal with the viewers. Leonid Denton, bless up yourself. Sue McDuffie, bless up yourself. Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson, bless up yourself. Patricia Williams, bless up yourself. Garth Harriet, bless up yourself. Max, bless up yourself and Happy New Year to you. Andrea Robinson, nice to see you here. Bless up yourself. Oh, tea time, Shelly and Corey. I always say Shelly and Corey. Let me correct that. Shelly and Coran from Tea Time. It's a pleasure having you here. JJ, once again, it's a pleasure. Bless up yourself. Did he say Fish Bailey? Yes, I did say Fish Bailey. You're listening keenly. Those. Okay. While I'm laughing at Shelly and Coran from Tea Time comments, this matter is not a laughing matter. And Angela, good afternoon, bless up yourself. I know that's a different Angela from Angela Robinson. So let me just do a little, let you all a little update on what's going on here on OBC Radio before we delve and dissect and analyze what's going on here. Because one thing here at OBC Radio, we will say what others fail to say. And we will say what others are scared of saying. And we will be fair right across all platforms. I just want to put emphasis on a knowledge that was brought to my attention yesterday, that a certain individual had spoke about me, and I went and looked at the article, but that's not for tonight. But I understand why it was so personal to you, but I will be, because I don't leave any I's dotted, undot, and the T's uncrossed. So if you notice, I go after corruption among the hierarchies in Jamaica. You may what's the deal is, but I haven't gone there. But you will be dealt with accordingly. Lyris Beckford, bless up yourself. And if you want to be on the list, we ask you to subscribe. If you're new to the channel, we welcome you. If you have yet to subscribe to the channel, we also encourage you to do so. Turn your notification on so you can know whenever we pop up. Because we have content. Let me get into what we're here for today. So, ballistic report. Oh, why I went into that little thing just now? Because I noticed on Christmas the opposition leader Mark Gordon chose to sing a beautiful choral, Christmas choral, Silent Night. And Janet Mundy, bless up yourself, I listened to the choral and the voice and said it was a good gesture, trying to connect with the people. But as a journalist, you always have that suspicious, what is behind the Silent Night? Was it a message? What was it? Now, in recent reports, ballistic reports has proven that the licensed firearm held by Joylan Silvera, former member of parliament for the People's National Party, and yes, I'm gonna keep saying this because I will get to where I'm going. A lot of you gonna be upset, but I could care zero, because when I speak right across the board, whether or the PNP. Tonight, it happens that we're speaking both about the PNP and the JLP. Now, ballistic reports have proved that no, let me first ask this question. Why everyone so silent on this matter? And I've been doing my investigation on this matter as to why everyone, except for Politics Watch, Serpi. Excuse me. Except for Serpi, I've seen spoke on it. But Jamaica and the diaspora at large have gone silent. Mum is the word on this matter. So I'm beginning to wonder, Mr. Mark Jefferson Golden, were you addressing the public when you were in them, when you were serenading the public with that Christmas carol, Silent Night? Because I can't seem to understand that Mr. Joylan Silvera, who was an MP for the People's National Party, whatever reason has been going on behind the scene that you are aware of and the wife was Miss Melissa Silvera was aware of. And when I say you, I'm talking you, Mr. Mark Golden, Jefferson Golden, along with other members were comrades who attended the wedding, were aware of, because when you get married, you invite only those who are very close to you. So my question to all those comrades who were at the nuptial ceremony, weren't you aware of the problems and the issues going on behind closed door? Is it that the reason why Mr. Joylan Silvera, who is now the president of the treasury for the People's National Party's campaign led by Mark Jefferson Golden, somehow stepped down from being member of parliament for whatever reason you all know that the wife knew, whatever things was going on behind closed door, to only the close circle? Could you come out to the public and let the public know what was those reasons? Why Mr. Joylan Silvera was to remove himself as member of parliament when he's a successful businessman who is now the president of the treasurer of your campaign? When Mr. Silvera's son supposedly drowned 2 years ago, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, among Jefferson Golden, among other hierarchies official, came out and publicly sent condolence, not to the family member when the son had supposedly drowned under the supervision of this culprit Joylan Silvera. Andrew Holness, Mark Jefferson Gordon, among other hierarchies officials, came out and publicly sent condolence not to Miss Silvera or the family, but quote unquote to Mr. Joylan Silvera for the loss of his son. Not my words. You go and do your research and check it. Now, what we have here a former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Percival James Patterson, affectionately known to many by PJ Patterson, is indeed the godfather for Miss Melissa Silvera. What we know here, excuse me, in Jamaica as Prime Minister, whether present or former, you don't mess with anybody or any family member regarding such person. That respect is honor. So we have the former Prime Minister goddaughter, who was supposedly passed away in her sleep peacefully. These were words coming from Robert Montague on his social media platform. If he has removed it now, we have it here. Not in the present of showing it now. I'm not in the moment of showing it now. But for those who want to dare, and I mean, those who follow and have seen and bring it up before. But you know, you always have those cocksuckers. Yes, you. But what we have here, we say what we know, we continue with what we have. Mr. Member of Parliament from the Jamaica Labour Party, Robert Montague, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's a Senate in the House. I could be wrong. Came out and state that he spoke on the day of the incident. He spoke with his friend and colleague, Mr. Joylan Silvera, and Mr. Joylan Silvera is at home present and had indeed confirmed that his wife Miss Silvera passed away in her sleep peacefully. That's out there, black and white. However, 6 months after, an autopsy revealed that Mrs. Silvera got shot not once, not twice, but 3 times. What we know here is that Mr. Silvera, Robert Montague, came forward along with the police report and the ME who went on the scene to confirm the peaceful passed away in her sleep. Now, these are what we have and what we know. These are not alleged. Six months after, the autopsy revealed the 3 gunshot wound. Now, my question is to Mr. Fish, Deputy Commissioner Fish Bailey. You have a gentleman who lied about peacefully his wife peacefully passed away in her sleep. We also have the smoking gun where ballistic reports prove that the 3 gunshot wound came from Mr. Joylan Silvera, former member of parliament who is the present president of the treasury of Jefferson Gordon campaign for the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that killed Miss Silvera. We also have here
Harry Ramirez on red card.
I'm on live. Don't say nothing. I'm on live.
Hello?
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm on live. Bye.
Hello?
Later. And I bet he call again. Bear with me. I know you're coming. Be safe. Okay, I'm on live. I'm on live. Okay, do your thing. I'm on live. Sorry. My apology. Let me get back on track. Tea time. Shelly and Coran is here. I didn't make the correction. I always say Curry. I didn't make the correction. It's Shelly and Coran. Shelly and Coran is here from tea time. I'm sipping my tea, but it's not tea time. It's Lady Whistleblower here on OBC Radio with me, your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, who have no fear. So we have also 3 gunshot wound was found on the body of Miss Silvera. Who were the ME and the officer or officers who went on the scene and confirmed the supposedly the lie that the fabricated story that Mr. Silvera and his colleagues put up or put out? Who are those people? Why aren't they being arrested? Robert Montague should be held for questioning to speak on black and white thing that he had put out, that he spoke on the day in question. He spoke with his colleague. And we know it's his colleague because the photograph proves it. They're from the parishioners, as Jamaican call, we call each other. They have different party, but they're friends. It's just the people who they put against each other for their benefit. Now, why is it that when the autopsy found out, discovered the 3 bullet wounds in the wife's body, I'm sure the question on everybody's mind, everyone's mind, where are the blooded sheets? This is a murder that is being covered up. We don't have to speak and say allege here, because guess what? I dare any Jamaican government to try and check me. I've been waiting. As what Curly Lock she said, why Andrew Holness or Nigel Clark don't get an attorney to put a cease and desist letter on me. But I've been waiting, and let me tell you why they can, and they will never ever, they don't face me in the court of law. But guess what? Me check man. So I played chess, and I said, checkmate. You saw the letter that was sent out. So I know the investigation is going to happen. And this is not the corrupt Minister of National Security and Justice, Horace Chang, from the one or the gang who is going to do in this investigation. This is international, not the supposedly international entity that Nigel Clark lied that was doing with SSL, but real, international entity that will be up your asses. If you think I was literally up your asses, wait until you see what I have for you. Now, we also have, after the autopsy, other investigation officers went to the scene, because it's now a crime scene. And it's a cell all over again. Peter King all over again. So when they went back to the scene, the crime scene, after discover the 3 bullet wounds to the body, we now realize the story that the bastard murderer, Joylan Silvera, and Mr. Champagne, you is Joylan's attorney. Check me. I just said it. Joylan Silvera murdered his wife and cover it up, and you all sit and allow it, including Fish Bailey, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, because Robert Montague implicated himself in this murderous crime scene. our opposition leader, Mark Jefferson Gordon, who need to recuse himself from opposition leader and president of the People's National Party and step away and give somebody else to run it, because I will not rest. Andrew Holness don't fit for the government of Prime Minister of Jamaica, and neither are you, Mark Jefferson Gordon. I don't care what anybody want to say. We are bringing evidence and we're speaking facts. We're not one-sided here. We're not like any other those bloggers who has got $10,000 and $20,000 to come and speak crap on behalf of party and be propagandists for party. We run things here. We do our things here. I could have collected over 10,000 US dollars from Nigel Clark with what I had. I chose not to. But you're gonna pay somebody that you used to. That's for another, let's not get carried away. Now, we have found out, we asked you to like and share this live, people, this live broadcast. It's very important of what's going on here, because there is a silent night singing over Miss Melissa Silvera. And we want to now make a joyful noise and say, joy to the world, the truth has come. How is it the smoking gun that killed, we have somebody who lied, a prominent figure who get busted, caught in the cookie and in the cookie jar. Let me just wake up this magnitude of corruption that's going on in Jamaica. And for those dilated comrade, we're sitting down and ready to come. And for those who's gonna see this after and ready, this is for you. Let me speak to you from the heart. I have voted 3 times in my life. 2 in a general election and 1 in a local government election. Who I voted for? Maxine Henry Wilson and Easton Douglas. God rest his soul. May his soul rest in peace. What am I saying? Am I a comrade? I am a Jamaican. I am here calling out Mark Jefferson Gordon. I know that Andrew Holness need to go. I know that Jamaica need a calling and we need a change. And we know that Andrew Holness has been doing bad. We know that Andrew Holness is corrupt. We know that he's a dictator. We know he sell out the country. And we want change. But is the change Mark Jefferson Gordon? No. Let me tell you why. This murderer, who is a close friend and ally with Mark Jefferson Gordon, the Mark Jefferson Gordon, Joylan Silvera, who is presently the president of the treasury campaign that Mark Jefferson Gordon leading to become prime minister. Joylan Silvera is a murderer. He murdered his wife and he murdered his son. And they all sit down with the evidence. Even circumstantial evidence can get people arrested. These are factual evidence. Where are the factual evidence? He lied that the wife died peaceful in the sleep. There are 3 gunshot wounds in the body. The ballistic report just proved that the 3 gunshot wound came from the husband firearm. Not only that, get ready.
With humanity, who not kill about and sell them soul for vanity. Young and old pick up things from them head and can't manage it. The beautiful country them a damage it. God bless Jamaica. Watching the man I know I'm representing for OBC radio station, the only station where I entertain the nation. People, tune in and don't move on the dial. This is the only radio station when I live in denial.
A lot of you are living in denial. A lot of you sit down and live in denial so much. That's when I shed light on issues that matter. Y'all sit down and wonder, who is that MF or SF or CS? All the titles on the label. And when I make a mistake because I'm a Jamaican and we don't speak proper English, we have a dialect. And my doctorate wasn't in literature, English literature. But you're quick to call out on those small matter when the bigger picture is at hand. Why is it we're having such a silent night when the smoking gun, as I've explained, is out? The crime scene was tampered. We found that the autopsy found out that the 3 gunshot wound in the body of Miss Silvera. So we now know that she didn't die peacefully in her sleep. And not 1, but not 2, 3 gunshot wounds, which means there was a lot of bleeding. Excuse me. A lot of crying, a lot of noise. And we get to understand that on the day of speaking, over 30 persons were at the house partying. Now we wonder why things are so quiet. Is this another Peter King saga? What Miss Silvera knew so detrimental to your career that she deserved 3 gunshot wound by her husband gun. And everybody that was there at the house disappeared. We have Robert Montague. Yeah, Bobby Montague. I didn't want to say the pickers game. That's, yeah. Robert Montague admitting that he spoke with Mr. Silvera, which that was a lie, which we understand now that he also lied. Whether or not he spoke with Mr. Silvera, we're not here to debate that he didn't spoke with his friend, but the lie that he told, that the confirmation that she passed out in her sleep. So 3 gunshot wounds. So that means to say there was a lot of blood. When the ME and the officer who told his partner not to come along, the sergeant who told his partner not to come along, what was the reason for you to told your partner not to come along when the policy is no one officer in Jamaica leave another officer unattended, the traveling peers? So the sergeant got a call. They didn't call 911. The sergeant got a call from his personal cell phone to the crime scene. He told his other guys, oh no, you stay, I will go deal with something. I got something to go and deal with. Let me go and deal with this. Oh, and I've tried to speak proper because we're on IR radio. Lady Whistleblower show is on IR radio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all over. So we are on, and before a lot of Jamaicans been tuning in, we have been blessed with 59 countries around the world that have been tuning into us. So it's just the Jamaican community now which really drive back the dialect deep, because it's our people, it's our people. We got to show love. But back to the matter at hand. The crime scene cleaned up because the bed was cleaned up and new bed was bought and put in. Why? Fresh paint was in the room that she was murdered in, that she got the 3 gunshot wounds. So let's call a spade a spade. Let's stop hypothetical and supposedly. She got 3 gunshot wounds. The room that she was murdered in, blood was all over the place. Splash on the wall, because we watch move, we know what gunshot wound with. We live in Jamaica, we see people dying. For a lot of us grew up in the garrison, where we see people die in front of us on numerous occasions, get shot. Maybe some of the viewers have shot people, so we know what's going on. All right. So 3 gunshot wound, it means that blood splatter all over the place, on the bed, bleeding and everything. We're not saying the ME is a part of it. Let's say the ME really didn't know what was going on, because they clean up the crime scene so well, and the sergeant that was there had confirmed to the ME that yes, she died just from natural cause, just take the body and go. So the ME could have possible, and what's an ME? A medical examiner. So it's a possibility that the ME is not with it and didn't know what was going on. Because of the reputable sergeant that was on the scene, and from what this reputable man who is the former member of the People's National Party, member of Parliament, who's a the hierarchy. We know the links. We know a big friend of Mark Golden. He's the president and treasurer. So the ME take the word and said, okay, yes, this woman died in her sleep peacefully. But when they went and go to the autopsy, they find the gunshot wounds. 3, not 1, 3. So when they went back to the scene, guess what happened? Brand new bed, the flooring changed, all the sheets and stuff that was there to portray that she died in her sleep. That's the ME and the undertaker that came and took up the body, saw that it was clean and didn't suspect any foul play. Those 30 people that was at the party who assist in cleaning up the place while the place was so spick and span when the undertaker arrived. But you all were such like chickens. You are a bunch of chickens that we elect to serve the country. Why I call you all a chickens? Here you are trying to cover up a crime. And you didn't get the ME and the undertaker involved. And y'all running things. Why I said you are chickens? When you're chasing a chicken and a chicken run and take his head and hid in a hole, once his head is hid in that hole, the chicken care less if you see his body, because in the chicken mind, his two eyes are shed from the darkness hole he's in, so nobody can see the body. And that's the mistake you made. Stupid. Simple. But to show the stupidity and the ignorance of the people we vote and elect to serve us, how they are. Now, not that we here at OBC Radio are condoling how people must hide away crime. But one would expect from hierarchies like these on the list who we spoke about would do a better job. So you left the ME and the undertaker. Well, the undertaker wouldn't come in yet. You left the ME out of it. And they went and did the autopsy. You didn't let the ME in and let them know, listen, such and such happened, because even though we clean up the place and such and whatever, oh, they're gonna do autopsy? You didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that an autopsy was gonna be done on the body? Y'all was so daft that you thought you got away scratch-free because you changed the tile, you clean up the bed, you change the bed linen, you clean, of course you clean up the body, bathe the dead. Oh, you Joylan Silvera, and if you look on his photograph, you see the devil, you know. You see the wicked, evil devil that's sitting, because for a man to just pump not one, not two, but 3 shots in his wife with a group of people there over 30 partying, and wash the body right after, remove the bed linen, call the sheriff, call the sergeant personal phone to ask for a favor. The sergeant told his partner, which goes against your law, to stay. He got this. Went to a crime scene all by himself and confirmed the fabricated story that was put out. Died peacefully in sleep. And then Mark's body come out and make condolence, and all these people come out and make condolence. My question to you, why when the son had supposedly drowned under the care of Joylan Silvera, why when y'all came out and give condolence, you didn't involve the family or said Mr. and Mrs., you just speak and quote Mr. Silvera? What dirt she had on you all? Oh my God. I should be scared. Crapless, eh? Fear not, fret not. Because as I said, my instrument have been in a lot of your asses and in a lot of your mouth. So why should I fear where I chose to put my in a lot of your hands? So why should I fear where I chose to lay my instrument? I know y'all. And it's only a matter of time. Now, I'm here now just to highlight, and all you dirty cocksuckers who called yourself bloggers, who sit and know the truth, and hide away from the truth and said you're here about one cause and corruption, shut the fuck up. How can you not be talking about this situation right now when the evidence are right there? This bastard murdered his wife, the smoking gun pointed out, and there is no arrest. This is the daughter of former Prime Minister Percival James Patterson, and nothing has been done. Why PJ is not talking? Hey! Is this another Peter King cover-up? And then y'all nasty. You know what? Let me calm myself down. Y'all, there's a set. You know yourself. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Sit your asses down. Have several seats, because I know you'll be here talking and commenting. How can you say you are for a better Jamaica? But you sit down and you're one-sided because of party favors? How can you for a better Jamaica? How you look your kids and your children and your grandkids and your niece and your nephew in the eyes and say you want the best for them? When you sit down in acceptance and sit and be denial, a lot of you in denial. That's why Nigel Clark and Andrew Holness teeth out the laptop them out the SSL and down the nose. I said it. A lot of you now go say it when y'all know it's true. Who else going on SSL? SSL is a big, and I am going to make it a point of duty that I also send a letter out, and I will put it out and tag you and Nigel Clark and your Holness in it, because I don't want to wait till you come in, because I do nothing behind people's back. I brave like that. Ask anyone who know me. Not just street smart. I'm not here to brag as one curly girl, because I know a lot of you girls put on locks now. And when I say girls, I'm talking man. Put on locks and say about your rasta, trying to hide your feminine trait. I'll strip you off it because I've been waiting. And this yesterday I found out that you had touched or tried to touch. But I'm gonna dice it and analyze and strip and take your file out and put it out. Because I know why you do what you did. But that's not, as we said, that's not for here today. All these evidence led to this man. And Fish Bailey sit down and there's no press conference that come forward. These are not circumstantial evidence. These are factual evidence. This MF lied, murdered his wife with a group of people and they helped cover it up. And because of the magnitude of the arrest, of what would happen and the corruption and the exposition of the magnitude of the corruption, they rather try to, just like what they did with Peter King tape. But when Peter King tape was held down, remember social media wasn't rampant. Dr. Jermaine Gordon didn't have a radio station or own a radio station then. We will continue to be the voice for the voiceless. We give second chances for the forgotten voices. We will not stop. We have no fear. I know you cocksuckers are after Dr. Rupert Francis because of the letter that he have sent out. So I'm very, very much aware that you will try your best, but that's why I put you all in check so I can sit on my seat. Yeah, the way I've sit in a lot of your faces. Pause. let's go to the let's go back to the comments. Oh God. Okay, yes. Shelley. Andrew administration full of them. Lyris Beckford said good evening everyone. Janet Moody said bless up Dr. Gordon. Rosemary King said bless up. Blessed evening Dr. Gordon. I wonder if this is going to be the same outcome of Patrick Bailey. I truly hope not. Well, if Patrick Bailey, from what I understand, Patrick Bailey is in New York. It's alleged that Patrick Bailey is in New York. That I'm not sure now. When it's alleged, I'm not sure. Without the alleged, I'm speaking from me, what I know, my experience. And with factual knowledge and information without giving sources out. Because KFC don't give away the recipe. Now, Patrick Bailey case, I'm still looking into the connection with the Baileys, Fish Bailey and Patrick Bailey. If it's more than just a member of the aquarium, or if it's indeed that they are both, if they are indeed family, that's a conflict of interest. And I mean, we just like I'm here calling for the resignation of Jefferson Golden. I'm calling for the resignation of the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Fish Bailey. There is so much that's going on with evidence outside, circumstantial evidence get people arrested, much less to the vast of evidence that's here, and nothing has been done. You need to go. Patrick Bailey should have been arrested and charged. At least if he not even had been arrested and charged, at least when he lost his license, it should have been for the case right now in question. But what? You have not a corrupt doctor who said, oh, he can't be held for questioning because of his health. F your health. All you want is a long cock in your mouth. And to smell of funky balls. About your health like you take people for a clown. And these delusional people sit down and said, oh yes. How is it a man murder? 7 gunshot wound in your house and your property. And you're too sick to talk and you were sleeping? That you didn't hear anything? Then why you have 5 big Rottweiler dog? Is it for security? So if anything happen, 1 gunshot or even a pop job, the 5 dogs, toop, 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 and you get up. Isn't the reason why people have dogs? So is it that Jamaica has become so daft that these cocksuckers can be taking you all for clown? That you sit down and accept it? And bloggers and who call themselves all these credentials, in a matter like this, everybody's silent except for Sir P? What are we doing? And we say we are wiping out corruption, we want a better for Jamaica. I know a lot of you are not for better for Jamaica, you just want to come and talk a lot of shit. You see? It wasn't even my idea about this letter, you know. But how many of you have gone out and put out that letter? Send out that letter. Y'all talk a lot about it. How many of you have done so? When Nigel Clark's saga came out, I came out and we said we want solution. I sat and people said they want solution and they're tired of the long talk and we said we want solution. And we put together a petition that needed 15,000 signatures. And after 6 weeks, under 600 signature, and you sat and you want to tell me that, oh, you want to root out corruption. Y'all was using your platform to promote that petition when you have your hundreds and thousands of views on them. Don't piss on my feet and tell me it's raining. I'm street smart and book smart and smart by the blood of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Why is it everybody so silent? What is it you all know? Who is the big man that was supposed to be exposed? The big men's. And you murder a female woman, a mother, a sister, but it's not the first, and I know it won't be the last. And you all sit down in silence, just like how you all sit down in silence with medic murder. A mother is still in mourning for her daughter. The body is yet to be found. When that came out and I spoke months ago about Dr. Philip Paulwell, and that is under the investigation of the SBI, a lot of you cocksuckers came out and talk crap. So now that it's not Dr. Gordon who came out and said, apart from Dr. Gordon who first it's now confirmed. What are you saying? For all those of you who sat down and listened that conversation between myself and Dr. Nigel Clark, and you all sat down and said, oh, Dr. Gordon was just looking for fame and fortune. The fortune would have come if you didn't hear what was said. I guarantee you all that. Oh, Dr. Gordon is not listening because he's just at one agenda. He's for one party. Where? Which one? The People's National Party? Well, I voted for them before, but I can tell you, Mark Jefferson Golden, I never feel him from day one. Something about him. No connection, no real connection with the people. The momentum that's going on now is because of Andrew and his failed promises. Not because the National Party is better. That's why I said stop rally round this tired PNP and make a wake up and rock Jamaica if you all really want better for Jamaica. This is somebody that had voted for Comrade talking to you like this. A Jamaican, not a PNP, not a JLP, a Jamaican who want the best for Jamaica. And if we have the Jamaica, then the people of her country can be prosperous. We here in the diaspora can go back home and relax, invest in the country. Jamaica little but with Talawa. Don't let them take the Talawa away from us. It's time to be brave. It's time to stand up. I've seen a video in Ghana, Africa, where the politician took a van load of rice, 100 pounds of rice, to the Ghanaian in the country, and they took it and tossed it back in the truck. How many licky Jamaicans would have done the same? It's time we start doing stuff like those. To hell with your bag of rice. To hell with your $20. To hell with your $20,000. To hell with your $10,000. We need jobs. Better economic. When we don't want you to give us a fish every 4 years. Open the resources and the gates where we can fish for ourselves. Open the resources where farmers can benefit in ways of exporting the products. When stuff like that is happening, then and only then can our dollar be at value. Then and only then our economic can be better. When we have a better economic, what will happen? More money will pour into Jamaica, not just for these cocksucking politicians that you continue to elect, but for all the citizens of Jamaica. Major corruption, major crime scene, lies on top of lies, out in the public eye, and this cocksucker's yet to be arrested and charged. No one, and everybody silent, and bloggers sit down and quiet. Oh, we don't know this, we don't know that. Everything that we know is out there. Let me continue with the get up on personal with the
Check. You know it's time, representing for Dr. Jermaine, the voice for the voiceless. OBC radio station brings you nothing but niceness. We go all the listeners and all the fans, them, the loyal ones, them. Jamaica was a good island, but by the governments, them it gets spoiled, man. Them raise up the price, man, the sugar, the high man, behind closed door after the poor, them a smile, man. Them a pressurize the elders and the juvenile, man. Them not provide no job, that's why they use them get vile, man. Poverty make them get angry and wild, man, and start to kill and kidnap people, child, man.
Maryland's.
Maryland's, don't say nothing. Listen to me, Keely. I'm on live. If you're not, yes, I'm on live. If you're not calling to talk on live, don't say nothing.
Hold on, the Jermaine. When you read him pass over while, man, can me never say Jermaine.
Maryland's.
I really get the guy, man. I love Jamaica, my country, me not good, but me have to speak my mind, yes. In Jamaica, me not like where you're going. Farm. In Jamaica, me no like where you're going. Too much people are face of formation. Dr. Jermaine no like where you're going. Every day you hear another life gone. And if you want a valid information, tune into OBC radio station. You think of that? Alright, listen. Who feels it knows, who feels it knows. Dr. Jermaine tell them enough time we can be made hungry. We could have gone away till we shot that close. And he said, who feels it knows, who feels it knows. Growing up, my life wasn't easy. Believe me, it wasn't a bed of rose. What you know? You know much time we go to school, we don't know lunch money. Leave the house, we don't know breakfast in a minute of me. But as English 11 o'clock, I need that who turn up at the school gate. The lunch, no me mommy. Sometimes she turn up with nothing at all. Like Dr. Jermaine, if you buy me something from the stall.
You're tuning into OBC Radio with your host, Dr. Jermaine Gordon. We say second chances for the forgotten voices. Angela Robinson, I want to thank you for that. Thank you very much. Nareen Denison, yes, he did, Shelley. I know what you're talking about. Out and bad at back, Brad. Angela Robinson said, sad. Nareen Denson, lordy. Angela Robinson, yes, he did say fish baby. Nareen Denson, no $10,000 around here. No. Ian Johnson checking in. Oh, blessed night, Ian Johnson. And for those who have not said blessed night to you all, choosing media subliminals, blessing, and choosing media by the name, I assume you are a blogger. I hope you can come out and talk about stuff like these, or if not, if it's okay. If it is, guys, that you have your platforms and you're scared to, but come on, man. We have to, listen, fear is of the devil. We have to step out from fear. Let me tell you something. I'm born and grown in a community where the first police officer were ever dead in our community dead. Yeah? After 6 o'clock, police officer was never allowed in our community. They would never ever chance to come down there after 6 unless it was with soldiers. However, if me and you is at it, and I know that your fear is for the police, guess who I'm warring with you with? Ding, 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 ding. Yes, the police. I'm cooperating. I'm a bandwagon right then and there. I'm no longer the criminal that's fighting the battle all by myself. Ooh, bling, 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 bling. I'm going to the police. I'm making my report. So when anything else happens, it's self-defense because I made my report. And then guess what? When I made my report, I'm not hiding and doing it, because I will encourage the police to come down in the community. And guess where I'm sitting? Right on the ratty truck or in the police vehicle, and I'm leading the truck going, oh yes, see there in the yard, he running round there. Oh yes, whatever you know you fear of, that's what I'm using dealing with you. So I've learned, fear not. Fear is of the devil. Fear will cripple you. Fear will cripple you. Be outspoken, be bold, be loud. Make your life an open book. Because guess what? Once your life is an open book, there's nothing they can do about it. One person said to me, the higher the monkey climb, the more he got exposed. I said, yes, that's not gonna stop me from climbing, because after exposed, then what? Hey! After exposed, then what? Eh? It's time for we to stand up against these dirty cocksuckers. And for those of you who say, oh, if I couldn't, if the only thing I speak to the one of the most important man in Jamaica, Dr. Nigel Clark, the finance minister, and the only thing I could let him know that I'm a batty man. Oh yes. To you is the most important person in Jamaica. To me, he's just a cocksucker. Yes. And this is why, if you listen to the conversation in all three segments, I deliberately answered the phone and said, this is Tappen, not even Kevin. He was the one who said, oh, Kevin, and I went along with that name. Because, and you notice as soon as he identified himself, I said, oh, Dr. Nigel Clark, and I continue to give him his title, because I want him to speak down to the Kepen. Until I slap him with the Dr. Gordon. He put his shirt on and buckle up and he talk up. But y'all still gonna talk crap. But y'all don't come out and y'all talk. All of those who was talking, oh, Dr. Gordon didn't listen to Dr. Nigel Clark when he was talking and trying to explain himself. What are you saying, you delusional asses, about the 5 laptops that is now missing? That they now said no investigation can go forward. You were all saying, oh yes, the workers have to get paid to remain there, and so the investigation, okay. Taxpayers' money didn't pay them, and Dr. Nigel Clark did make it seem like there was no other option. However, there was other option that he found out a week after. Boop, insurance money came out. And supposedly scam money and whatever. Yeah? And they are paid. Okay, now they're paid. But 5 laptops still went missing. Which 5 laptops? The 5 laptops that have Holness and Nigel Clark information on it. Did you know that there is 10 most feared politicians that listed by the United States government and the UK? Guess who are the 10? Nigel Clark and Andrew Holness is among the 10. The most feared politician in the history of Jamaica. Dr. Nigel Clark, who spoke openly on the 3rd of September last year that he's not a career politician. Remember, I just came into politics. On the 2018, so I couldn't know about all this stuff. I'm not a career politician, Dr. Gordon. But within your short tenure, you rank on the list of the most 10 feared politician in Jamaica history. Speaks high volumes. So we have Fish Bailey, the Deputy Commissioner of Police. We have Patrick Bailey, who I know for years before even the Jamaica Labour Party ever stepped power from Siaga was alive. I know Patrick. Is Patrick Bailey a push for boogerism law demolished from Jamaica? Andrew Holness I go along with it because Andrew Holness have some little beady thing on his instrument. Jesus have mercy. What am I saying? The DPP get an extension because she alone the buck stop with. We have a very, very weak opposition leader. And some of you have the nerve to compare him with Michael Manley. You rude. You rude. It's a very high disrespect. We have a very, very weak opposition leader. Why? Because he's messed up and corrupt and wrapped up just like the others. So he can't come out and with his open conscience and speak on behalf of the people and the citizens of Jamaica and the betterment of Jamaica. He can't. Because he too have dirt up to his neck. Swimming in the miry clay. Let me get back to the comments. Choose Media Sub Billionaire said, my God, what's going to happen to us as Jamaican? Angela Winston Fish Bailey, Nigel Clark, Naughty Boy, Head of State. Blessing even to you. They're working hard to silence good vloggers like you. Silence me. Let me tell you something. Hey, now I realize, you know, when I was about 16 or 17 years of age, I went to my bed, had an argument with someone who gave me 9 days to live. And I went to bed with my heart troubled that night. And about 2 p.m. in the morning, I had a vision of Acts 18, verse 9 and 10. Big, bold letters, Acts 18, verse 9 and 10. It was so surreal that I forced myself up. Woke up that night in the wee hours of the morning and scribbled Acts 18 verse 9 and 10 on the wall so I won't forget it. However, I woke up and I forgot it. Days after, I'm like going to the bed and like, whoop, the thing on me, and I'm like, let me go and read Acts 18, 9 and 10. That's your homework. Hold not thy peace. Paul, in a vision, Acts 18, verse 9 and 10, it says, an angel of the Lord spoke to Paul in a vision. Hold not thine peace. I am with you hold not thy peace. For I am with you. You are not alone. Continue to speak out. Something, you can all read it. Something to the side, in a short summary. So, there's no silence in me. I'm waiting, which I know, well, I've already, they're not doing what I've been waiting to be done, because, and a lot of you guys who come on the platform and you comments and you said, why Andrew don't do this and get that done, and why you're here speaking for the Prime Minister? Why you're here speaking for Nigel Clark? Why you're here speaking for Patrick Bailey? Why you're here speaking for Cliff Hughes? You know when my cheesy anaconda is in the hand or in the mouth or whichever part of the hole they have? You don't know? I can say they can't check me for it. Why I'm doing this thing? Why? A lot of you say, oh, the sexual thing now have nothing. Oh, yes, it have everything to do it when it come to me, because a whole heap of beating me getting in Jamaica. And when I say beating, I'm talking verbally, torment. Yes, I've gone through physical. Because what? Of my sexual preference, while the hypocrites them there, who you all celebrate as leader and worship as done, living the same life I'm living, only that I'm open with mine. So why should I fear them? Let it make sense. Why should I fear them? Now, a lot of you bloggers should come out and continue. You can't see facts and you come out and you talk and you're talking about. Come on, man, spit it out, talk, call a spade a spade. Stop party for the talk. Oh, you only talk when it's the PNP party do bad, and you only talk when it's the JLP party do bad, because you're one-sided, you get paid, you're a propaganda. There is no better. You will not get it over here at OBC Radio. Don't look for it over here. Who painted the room, laid the tiles? Who are they that, and what did they see? And you would have to ask I called her name. You'd have to go back and look at that one of the videos that I've done. She's a peer propagandist from Mark Jefferson Golden and Peter Bunting. She came out and was steering, trying to challenge what the big man colleague said, that he spoke to it when Robert Montague said he spoke to it, his colleague, and he stated that he's at the house and she died, he made condolence, and that the wife passed away in the sleep after they clean up all the mess. The one sergeant that went there, why is not arrested? Why is not been suspended, terminated? Why is not brought to the public? Why transparency is not out? Why is it Dr. Gordon have to come out and talk in these things? Fish Bailey, that was in the house when the man Mr. Jermaine murdered in Patrick Bailey house. Check me from line. Mrs. Alonzo Terralong with the curly locks, just like the curly locks that Nigel Clark pay to talk crap about me. The girl, the former entertainer who No, I say I'm not doing this tonight. Fishbill, you need to go. Too much corruption right out where people can call out. It's not even like they're hidden. And you have done nothing. Alonzo Terralang was there with the man that's sticking in his bottom the night that pulled the trigger on Mr. Jermaine 2016 in Patrick Bailey house. How is it that we're going to get an arrest when Fish Bailey was on the crime scene? This is why Patrick Bailey is still out. And it's alleged he's in New York. Crime happening in Jamaica and nothing goes on. And they sit down and play games. But guess what now? They're using Peter Phillips. They're using Dr. Peter Phillips now thing as something to highlight to everything else. I came and told you that the FBI was investigating Dr.
Jeffrey Tavers, WA Business Audio.
In a few minutes, I know this is not a call for live. Let me not answer it because I know this is not a call for live. I'm going to be on Mr. Tavares. Make we talk. Show with Mr. Tavares. He said 7 or 7:30. With Wilford Ratty gun. So in a few minutes, I'll be from here to there. So let me just continue with the comments and just close off here. They're online. Angela, the husband didn't want an autopsy. You know why he didn't want an autopsy? And they need to what that word exhume. They need to exhume the body of the son, the supposedly to be son. Do a DNA. Mark Jefferson Golden, you need to step aside. It's time for you to step aside, because if not, there is gonna be hell to pay. I told you all last year, Jamaica be prepared for an awakening. You know, realize I check Andrew Holness. I've been checking them, and so I put it out legally now because I've been waiting for the legal challenge, hoping to see them in court, the challenge in court, so I can sit before a peers and look in the eyes one by one. Come here. Wipe the little cheese off there. Come here. Natalie Freeman said, bless up, Mr. Gordon. That's Christ. No shame done. Happy New Year, Evelyn Wood. Good night. Good night, Jesus. Jabbar T. Cook, my liver. I signed the petition. Yes, the petition, but I'm very disappointed. 15 to I have over 30,000 people viewing one of my stuff. 20,000 now. All we need was 15,000 signatures. And all these people that took up the Nigel Clark thing and put on the platform and run with it and way, not one of them talk about the petition. Not one of them. Very disappointed. And y'all talk about you want change. Y'all don't want to talk change. Please. Muffet Tucker, Mr. Gordon, you're very intelligent. You're a very intelligent man. Do your thing. Guidance. Head of state. Can you imagine if the pathology was corrupt? This would have been the perfect. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, what a mess. Doc, your body. Janet Moody. Anten's Wonder. Patrick. I wish Patrick this. If them don't want things in the open, leave public officer. Right, that's all. Period. And fragrance, good evening, Joy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised that this show CSI has not made it down to Jamaica to make movie show about in the island. Oh, you got me. When you say you got me a while ago, you think you tell me say, oh, why them not put CSI on me? I would say deal. Freckle, JJ, Freckle what? Not good. Not good. Because change from what? Mr. Gordon, what? Change from what? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, fellas, let me just close out because I really have to conduct myself and leave myself from here because I'm going on other people's platform. So I have to go in another character because other people's platform they like to be centered and certain things can be said and stuff, and I understand and stuff, but we speak it raw as it is. Check we. OBC Radio Second Chances for Forgotten Voices. Once again, we are pleased to have you here and Happy New Year, and may all the endeavors and the best come out in this new year. And rest assured, we will continue to press gas and move forward. Like, share, and subscribe. OBC Radio, we're not stopping. No time, no. We not fear. We're not afraid of them. We're not afraid of them, and we're not in a denial. Yeah.
What is wrong with humanity? Who not kill about and sell them soul for vanity? Young and old pick up things from them head and can't manage it. The beautiful country them a damage it. God bless Jamaica. Watch the man know I'm representing for OBC radio station, the only station where I entertain the nation. People tune in and don't move on the dial. This is the only radio station when I live in denial.
You can find us in your App Store or your Play Store. Download OBC Radio free of charge. Stream us on your apps in your phone, or if you have your Alexa device, ask Alexa to OBC Radio, or stream us on the World Wide Web, or go to Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, and ask for Lady Whistleblower Show, and tune in. Second Chances for the Forgotten Voices. They can't stop us. Can they beat us? No. And Joan Golden, you got to go. Oh.